Ninja, welcome back to my channel once again. If you are new here, let me just introduce myself again. I already have so many videos, but I feel like I need to introduce myself in this video because it's a brand new series. My name is Rhea and this channel is all about career, BPO tips, and work-life balance. We are already nearing the end of a decade, and so I started this series because I want you to get a competitive advantage when it comes to applying for a job. So today is the first ever video episode of Get Ready With Me to Get Hired in 2020. But whichever year you're watching this, maybe in 2021 or 2022, this will still be applicable to you, most likely. So keep watching if you are interested. And if you want to have more content like this, consider subscribing. Before we actually start, let me just tell you this. You have to start thinking today that you have a choice. When you think that you don't have a choice, that is when you start wasting your time. Taking control of your life and thinking that you have a choice of what to do in life will almost always lead you to success. So while we are planning our career or while we are creating our game plan for next year, always concentrate on the choices ahead. So today, get rid of any negative notions because you are planning for your best year ahead. So what's your game plan? Set a goal for you to achieve. And in this case, of course, your goal is to get hired next year. And how do we actually take control and achieve that goal next year? Number one, your goal should be personal to you. If your goal is personal to you, you will appreciate the importance of that goal because you are achieving it for yourself rather than for anyone else. Also, if you are setting a goal, you have to make sure that it is your decision to achieve that goal and it is your choice to achieve that goal. Whether because you want to fund your future dreams, you want to save for something, or you want to help your family or your parents financially, it has to come from you and not forced by someone else or by anyone else, so that you will really work hard towards achieving that goal. Number two, you have to visualize. Paint yourself a picture of how your life will be if you have achieved your goals. For example, if you want to live in your own apartment and start living independently, then work hard, and when you achieve that, it's already one goal unlocked. After that, once you have saved enough money, maybe you want to travel internationally once every year, then that's going to be another goal unlocked. Maybe your third goal is to send your sibling to school when you have saved enough money or when you have extra money to provide for your family, then that's another goal unlocked. When you visualize it in your head, you're thinking, okay, it would be very nice if I can travel every year. It would be very nice if I can help my family financially or if I have my own savings or emergency funds. Then you will also really work hard because you have it in your head. You have a picture of the kind of life that you want because you have already set that goal and you are really working hard to achieve that goal. Number three is write it down. When a goal is just lurking in your head, it loses its impact. But when you write that goal down, you have it on paper, regardless of what paper that is, maybe your notebook or your journal, then the need to fulfill and achieve that goal becomes stronger. I know this because I have done this several times in my lifetime. I have so many notebooks where I write my goals. I even have, let me show you my favorite notebook, which is, this. And I also have this notebook, and I also have several planners and diaries where I write all my goals. The power of writing down your goals is really strong because you can see it every single time. You don't just think about it and then forget it afterwards. Put it somewhere you can always see, or every single day it will remind you that you have this goal to achieve. You should try it. It's really powerful. Number 4, be specific. For example, if your goal is, your short-term goal is to get hired by, let's just say, January 27, 2020, then write it down on your notebook. And that's good because you have a specific date of when you want to get hired. That means that even before January 27, 2020, you have already started planning. You don't start planning on that date because that means that's no plan at all. So be specific because that will help you know exactly what you're trying to achieve. If you're just vague and say that, okay, I'm gonna have to have a job or get hired this January without a date, then you will keep on moving that date. It might even reach February, March, or even the end of the year and you haven't achieved it yet. So set a goal and be specific about the date. Be even more specific after that if you want to really hit that goal right away. For example, your goal is, I should get hired by January 27, 2020, or I should have already applied for a job by January 27, 2020 at XYZ company or at ABC company. So be more specific as you can so that it will be clearer. Your vision will be clearer and you know you have a direction. Number 5, create a timeline. So we have a date, right? That's good because you are looking into something very tangible. You know that, yes, it will happen on this date. Now, it will even be much better if you have a timeline of your plans. When you say timeline, you have dates of when you will actually accomplish the action steps that you will do to achieve your goal. When creating a timeline, you are essentially creating action steps, small steps towards achieving your bigger goal. So let me give you an example. Your big goal is to get hired, right? Now, on your timeline, you break down your big goal into small actionable steps until you reach your big goal, which is again to get hired. Example, on December 27 to 31, 2019, you will research on what companies you want to apply for. January 3 to 8, 2020, you get ready to apply. Prepare your resumes and outfit. Watch videos about job application. On January 13 to 17, you practice your English communication skills or practice your interview skills. And until you reach January 27, 2020, which is the actual date that you set to apply. Now that is just an example. Of course, you can always create your own or adjust your own timeline. It really depends on you, but make sure it is reasonable and time-bound. It's realistic and something that you can really achieve on your own pace. And number 6, last but not the least, stay active and present. Make a choice or an effort to wake up every single day knowing that you are working to achieve your goal. If you keep thinking that you will not get hired, then most likely you will not get hired at all. You need all the positivity in the world, but also you have to set expectations so that it will not be too hard for you when rejection comes. Because reality check, we do also experience rejection. But then again, that doesn't mean that you are negative about things. Every single day, you tell yourself that you're going to work on your goal, stay present, and avoid distractions because that will only lead you far from your goal. Instead of saying, I will try to apply, you have to say, I will apply. You have to get used to using positive words and positive self-talk. And don't just try it. You have to actually do it. So again, let me ask you, what is your game plan for the year ahead? If you have a goal, you will most likely be focused on that goal instead of the obstacles and the challenges that will come your way. And yes, it is true that we have obstacles and challenges along the way, but then again, those will be the reasons for you to be stronger and to be tougher in terms of reaching your dreams and keeping your dreams alive and working towards achieving what you want to achieve. If you want to know more about how I set my goals for the year ahead, I also have a video about that last year, which I will link up there. Watch out for the next video wherein I will talk about what you need to consider before you actually apply for a job. So very important. That's the second video for this video series. If you like this content, then don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't yet, ring the bell for notifications, share it with people who you think can benefit, and comment below for any questions or anything that you'd like to tell me, and I might just reply to you. So see you again on my next video. Take care and bye!